What's going on, guys? So we're going to be installing a hitch on my 2000 Ford Ranger. I can't really give you a part number on a hitch because the hitch that we're going to put onto it, I'm taking it off of my 99 Ford Ranger that's currently sitting with the blown engine. So we're going to go grab that. Hopefully I have the right size socket. It's a fairly simple install, but the reason I'm installing it, I'll show you guys at the end. But let's go grab this. I did not bring the right socket, so point being, install is going to be the same as the removal pretty much. But maybe I should have been recording that for you guys. 3 out of 4 tight because my battery's dying. I don't feel like coming back here. So we're gonna put all these washers. There's a lot of washers. Were there so many washers on there? All right, so now we're back underneath the red truck. You're gonna have 2 bolts. Why is that? One here, and then 2 bolts over there. Might be easier to take the spare tire off if my light was working properly, because this thing is flat as can be. So maybe I will drop it, maybe I won't. I went and got some bolts from the hardware store, so I have fresh bolts to put in. I'm gonna start off by mounting the receiver first, I think. It'll let me. I'm all sorts of screwy over here. So the bumper's all the way off now, for the most part. I have it hanging off of some wires because I have beacon lights mounted to my rear bumper. Okay, give me a couple seconds to get all the bolts and everything in. Basically, just drop the bolt in, drop the bolt in. We're going to do the far rear bolt and then the other 2 bolts with the bumper when we put the bumper back on. So bear with me. So I just removed the clips that were there for the old bolts. Those are going to go off to the side. And just take the new bolts, which may be too long now that I think about it, because I got the shorter ones for a reason. Or I end up getting longer ones just in case, so now I'm thinking these are too long. Dang nabbit. But looks like I'm going back to the store. Got shorter ones now, like 1.5 inches shorter, or 1 inch shorter. So should work this time. So one's gonna go right here. Bam. The other one's gonna go right here, somewhere on this side, if you can find it. Bam. Hey. Washer. Lock washer. And nut. Now we can focus on this side. I had the impact in reverse, so we're gonna ditch the lock washer for a second because I lost it, and just put the regular washer and the nut on to bolt this sucker down. For the receiver. Keep saying hitch, it's a receiver. Well, I didn't want it to come to this, but I will put connectors on my strobes. does kind of suck, but whatever. Hey, I found that lock washer. Okay, it still wouldn't fit, so I cut the bolts because they weren't coming off, or well, since I trimmed the bolts technically, they would have came off. So take off the bolts, bend the bracket back. That's what I did. This bracket bent back, so then it will fit, and then we'll try and figure out a way to mount it to the hitch or something. I don't know yet, but for now, we're gonna get it bolted up and then leave these the way they are for now. And yeah. I know, it's not exactly professional, but look at how much rust is on this in the frame. Honestly, you're gonna see why I'm putting the hitch on and why I'm going through this effort to be funny is the main reason. So, well, as you can see, I got it all bolted up. Again, this one sits pretty low. I don't like how low it sits, but what I'm planning on putting on there, I gotta make it still because found it on the job site. It's a Crosby hook. It's a pretty good sized one at that. However, this got pinched, and I don't know if they tried to weld it or no. It just, that's how hard it got pinched. So I'm gonna cut this part off and end up welding it to a 2x2 piece of steel tubing that I have right here. Drilling some holes in it, and yeah, I'm gonna hang it off the back of the truck because why not? Actually, no, doing it specifically to make fun or poke fun, I should say, at the guys who run the big old hooks on their trucks, but they never actually use the hooks for anything. So yes, I'm gonna put this hook off the back of the truck because it's a Ford Ranger. Come on now, why shouldn't I have a big old hook on it? So that's what I'm gonna do next. So I can get the nut off, put this in, drill holes in a 2x2 square, weld everything up. So I'm not expecting to pull anything with it. It's mainly just for giggle's sake, because I see all these big trucks driving around with their big old hooks off the back. So why not put on a 2-wheel drive sport edition Ranger?